What's up, everybody? Welcome back. I know we took a bit of a hiatus just because of the holidays and been really busy with work and stuff. So trying to pick back stuff up, but also it's the off season, so not doing a lot of flying. We also don't have a lot of new projects coming up. So we are going to try to do something a little bit cool with the Flex, and we're about to show you that. The coolest thing on these gas models is to do smoke. It is the best thing out there. Smoke is freaking awesome, except one caveat: it destroys airplanes. If it wasn't that it just soaked into wood and destroyed Monaco and stuff like that, we'd actually probably run it all the time. We actually did before on our first gas model that you guys never seen, and we had no idea on the amount that it would do. But I am going to hook up smoke for the Flex. The reason I'm doing this and how I'm going to mitigate it destroying my airplanes is, one, I'm just going to make sure that as much of the stuff is sealed as possible. I mean, it's already fairly there, but also I'm not going to run it all the time. I'm actually only going to run it on events, special occasions, and things like that, just to mitigate the amount that I'm actually running the smoke system at all. But I do want to hook it up and have it all ready to go so that I get used to the CG and it flying. This is what I have going so far. So I got my two tanks. I'm going to try to clean up the hosing a little bit more. My right one is my fuel. My left one's going to be my oil. So right now I just have it plugged off just because I wasn't running it at all. But I have a Pilot RC pump that I installed underneath there. I have no opinions on this one yet. The other pump that we have is a Holy Smokes that we run in my dad's plane, not in the Raven, but in his last airplane, before the smoke basically destroyed it and put all the stuff into that Raven. This one, all we have to do is run hoses to the front. We have to put in the bungs for the exhaust and finish plumbing everything, and then also hook up the pump to the Aura, which I'm not quite sure how we're going to do yet, if I'm going to plug straight into the receivers if I can. I know how to program these smoke pumps on doing continuous with the throttle, because how you actually want to do them is at idle you want them to basically be almost off, like barely spinning, and then ramp up the RPM of the pump as you increase throttle. That way you don't choke out the engine. So what we're going to start working on now is taking the cowling off, the prop spinner cowling, and then running some lines, and maybe we can do some New Year's smoke for, maybe we're going to fly this Sunday, which will be New Year's Eve. So maybe we'll run smoke on New Year's, so we'll see. All right. I don't remember if I showed you guys, but I actually went ahead and painted the firewall and then also the inside of the cowling. So just used basic outdoor spray paint for it. I assumed it was fine, but did multiple coats on it just to try to protect the wood. And I think it turned out pretty good. I'm fairly happy with it. So now what we got is I went ahead and put these guys in. They're, I forget what thread, but whatever comes with DA. These usually come with your motor. If they don't, they sometimes come with your fuel pump. You can get these bungs off of DA's website if you're running a DA. It is a different thread pitch from GP to DA exhausts. So just whatever, just make sure you are using the right thread for these guys. I mean, you also can, even if it doesn't have threads in it, just getting yourself a cheap Harbor Freight tap set. This one I just got from Harbor Freight. Works fine for my few needs, and drilling a hole and then putting whatever kind of little bung you want to on it. Now we're going to run some hose up through the bottom. So you can see that's the Pilot pump that I got, and that's going to run up through these guys that I put in. I knew I was going to do it eventually, so when I painted this I just went ahead and put those on, little 3D printed things, to run some hose up to the exhaust, and that will be for the hosing. So this is what I'm going to run for hosing from the pump to the exhaust. This came with Smokes pump, I believe, but these are check valves. So what this is going to help with is when you have the oil turn it on for the first time, it's going to prime up to this and leave pressure so that when you turn it on again, it doesn't take very long to start smoke again. So it's very responsive to being on and off when you want it. 2 check valves for each side, a little split off, and then the hose that goes to the pump. So that's going to be underneath there. I'm going to go ahead and safety wire all these ends on so that they hopefully don't ever come off. That would suck to start spewing oil inside of the airplane. It'd be like the worst thing that could happen with the smoke system, other than setting up the pump wrong and flaming out your engine. But we're going to go ahead and safety wire these up and put it on the engine. So, unfortunately, well, good thing is I got these guys on, safety wired, all together. This zip tie is just loose on there, so it shouldn't cut into it. I wanted to put some like nice Velcro around it, but I couldn't find anything. So that's just for the meantime. But this is all the freaking fuel tubing I have. I don't got any more, and that's not enough to make the full run for the vent line. You also plumb the smoke just like you would with the fuel. You basically treat everything basically exactly the same. It's the exact same tank. There's nothing special about this tank. It's just a tank. So you still run a vent line all the way around so that it doesn't siphon itself when you're flying, but I need a full length to go all the way down there. So maybe I can find somebody at the field that has enough fuel line for tomorrow. Maybe we'll run it. So, but I am going to try to get some flying in tomorrow. I have now not flown for like 4 weeks, just from being away for 3 weeks and then the whole week of holidays and stuff. So I'm itching to freaking fly again. So we need to do it before it starts getting too cold and it's just undoable. If there's anything that you guys want me to specifically go on, talk about, inform on, please leave a comment below. We're still gauging our audience and the people that do watch our content, so on what people really want to see out of us. So please feel free to let me know what you would like to see. If you want me to go in depth on opinions or how I did something or something like that, I can do a whole video on it if I get enough comments that we'd like to see that. So thank you so much. If this is the end of the video, thank you for watching. If not, I might see you tomorrow at the field. Bye. As you saw from yesterday, I decided we're going to do some New Year's smoke. So Happy New Year's to everybody. I hope you had a great year. This was probably the best year of RC that me and Dad have ever had. I mean, we've been in this hobby for a while and we've never had the opportunity to really experience this hobby like we have this last season. And with that, this next season is going to be even better. We're going to have so much that we're going to do. We're going to have so many events that we're going to see, and hopefully a lot more builds and hopefully not as much crashing.
Speaking of which, we have to set up for Joe Nall.
We do have to set up for Joe Nall. Yeah. So we're going to be at Joe Nall. We're probably going to be towards the last weekend of Joe Nall.
Right.
We're going to be on the 3D line most of the time. So if you guys actually are at Joe Nall and you want to say hi, please feel free to come by and say hi. But we are going to run smoke on the Flex for the first time. So I was able to find some fuel tubing. As you saw, I ran out of fuel tubing last night. And we're going to hopefully not flame out the engine. I have the pump running as low as I possibly can make it. With
yeah, we have some
spinning.
experience with that, don't we?
We have. The first time we ran smoke in a plane that you guys haven't seen, we had it cranked because we thought we wanted all the smoke. And first time we had it on, we went to idle, engine flame out. Had it happen like 3 times until we figured it out. So hopefully we don't have a flame out with this one. This is also the first one that we're going to run 120cc engine with smoke.
That's true too.
Yeah. So that's going to be a whole different experience. And I haven't played with the pilot pump yet. I have the experience with the Holy Smokes pump. So new pump to me. And hopefully with the tank being full of oil, it doesn't throw off my CG too much. So that's the only thing I'm actually worried about, is the CG being thrown off a bunch to where it can make it, but it should make it actually a little bit more nose heavy, which would just be not as agile as I've been liking it. Been trying to add a lot of tail weight into this airplane. But yeah, Happy New Year. Let's go do some Happy New Year smoke.
Uh-oh, you're already under the hood?
Already under the hood. Hey, what the f?
Sorry. Oh my God, you're not gonna like that.
What happened?
I just screwed up Nick's plane. That's why you shouldn't film and straddle at the same time.
Oh. Big ass dent.
Oh.
That's cool. I just had to make sure the vent for the smoke was on the bottom, and Dad goes and kicks the plane.
I didn't purposely do it.
I know. I think I saw the line came off.
Oh.
Dude, I had all those safety wired.
Must have melted or something. Did you put the right type of hosing on?
Yeah.
Black one? Your smoke come off, Nick?
I think so. Should not. Oh yeah, totally did. I've probably been pumping fucking smoke. It's covered in goddamn oil. 6 minutes.
Welcome to smoke.
Yeah. 5-minute flight. Now we got to do freaking 20 minutes of cleaning.
What, did it just go inside?
Pretty much.
Yep. Yeah.
And I had
That's what happens, right?
every one of those lines. I had freaking safety wired.
We love smoke. Shh. If I don't say anything, he might not notice.
Oh yeah.
Thanks, Ryan.
Oh, I noticed it.
Now he noticed.
Now I just need a new.
Happy New Year to us, huh?
Now I just need a new airplane.
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude. I'm gonna.
It's a new airplane. Yeah. I'll show you damage.
So
Look at my jet.
Yeah.
yeah.
Shit.
That one's still hard to talk about.
I know.
What did it come undone in there?
Yep.
Coated the receiver and everything probably.
Oh, yeah.
I see a splash in here.
Oh yeah. It probably coated everything.
Everything mechanical does better with a light coat of oil.
The flight was awesome. Yeah, it's a holy dripping.
Yep.
Wonder where it came off of. Did it come off of the muffler itself?
Right here. This is just hanging inside the airplane.
Well, no.
That's the overflow.
All right.
That's the overflow.
It fell out of there.
No, the black hose. It's one of my feed lines.
Yeah, but
It
you
is-
see, it's all right here. Dripping. Right
Well, it
there.
actually didn't pump that much oil out.
No, it didn't.
No, you're good, but it's soaked in here. Is it coming from here?
We do have to fuel dope all that though, Nick.
Is it coming from
Yeah.
this?
No, there's a black line out of my front of my canopy,
Uh-huh.
and that's one of the lines that goes to the exhaust.
But what's dumping right here? Now all that's fluid. right?
That's probably from this guy
Yeah, just
that I
from-
didn't
yeah.
have.
Flipping it around. All right. Well, that's not as bad as it looks.
No, that's fine.
Yeah, but I still need to clean it all now.
Oh, the piece I put on.
Huh?
The piece I put on.
Oh, right. The landing gear? Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Man, I thought I had that piece on good.
How'd it feel?
Felt good.
Smoke lasted a long time.
Yeah, I mean, I actually didn't run out, but I saw that only one exhaust was pumping again.
Oh, okay.
But it's not the one I lost last time.
Interesting. So the other one came off.
The other one came off.
All right, Jim. Who's flying? Ryan's flying? Yeah. Okay. Shiloh, don't make me reduce your fence.
No. I wanted to get around the prop.
Are you all mic'd up?
Yeah, all mic'd up.
Well, we've already been rolling.
Oh, cool. Well, guys, this was the last flight for 2023.
23.
It was a freaking great one.
Beautiful day.
We both improved a lot in our flying over the past year.
Tremendously.
I mean, I really only started taking 3D seriously for, I think it was start of last year, right? Last winter?
It was the beginning of last year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With the little crappy yak that I got.
You had the yak. I let you fly. Made in my new plane that I had.
Yep.
Well, I made in my plane, then you flew it, and then after that, he took
awesome.
off. Took completely off.
And so we're only going to go up, and we have so many cool things that we're going to do. We have a lot of cool planes that we're talking about building this year, which I know all you guys would like to see. And man, just I don't even know. I'm so excited for this season. It's going to be
2024.
awesome
All these new friends we have traveling around, meeting Joe Nall, everybody that we meet from there. I just can't wait to see everybody again.
We did 5 events this season.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That's a mandatory.
I mean,
that's mandatory.
We already know every event that we're going to go to because we're going to do the same ones that we did last season. I know.
A couple.
And do more. But thank you guys so much for tuning in.
Thank you, everybody.
We are slowing down a little bit for this winter season. We're not going to be able to do a lot of flying and stuff like that. We don't have a lot of stuff in the works. So just stay tuned. And when we have something cool to show you, we'll be happy to show. So thank you so much, guys. Happy New Year.
Thank you. Happy New Year, everyone.
Inspection receivers, it is a little bit smaller right now.
Wow. Look at the quality. Jets, you don't exactly know what the process.
Trying to show it that we have corruption in that right system.
Yeah, 3600, 6 cells.
Now this is a new.
what happened here, Brentley?
We went the lowest.
Oh, I can.
Doesn't get any better than this, does it? Nope.
Oh, it don't work. You would have found that swing.
Oh no,
Brought the wrong wings.
those aren't laser wings.